Hello my dudes and welcome back to All the Mods 9 to the Sky. This episode, well, between episodes, I did a bit of building. Let's take a look at that. So yeah, we wanted the Mechanism factory to be much bigger than it already is, because Mechanism has some really huge multi-block structures. We're talking giga big size. Is that even a size? Yeah, we're making it a size. Giga big machines. So as you can see, the factory is nice and big with lots of big windows, big floors, loads of space for these bad boys to go down. And not only that, I wanted to expand out the platform around our cottage. So I've built this huge dirt platform that's going to become a bit of a magical forest. There are a few magic mods in Skyblock, and I want to make sure we have room to go into Botania, Ars Nouveau, occultism, and have it all take place in an amazing tree-filled magical forest. Now that big flat area has the added bonus that when night falls, loads of monsters spawn over there, so we're definitely going to be able to get an ender pearl this episode. That's our primary goal, because this episode, what I want to do is finally move my computer, and I've decided where I want to put it as well. One of the floors on the Mechanism lab is a very thin floor that's not ideal for multi-block machines, but it's going to be perfect to put our computer in, and maybe do a few things associated with the computer up there as well. For example, Refined Storage has some amazing auto-crafting that's really going to help us make things more efficient around the Skyblock. Let's jump in. So yeah, obviously we're going to get the clipboard out and go over what we're going to tackle today. We can remove Mechanism Advanced because yeah, we smashed that. So number one, we're going to move computer over to the Mechanism lab. That's going to be primary goal number one. Then, hopefully night will have fallen and we're going to find an ender pearl. That's going to unlock a huge amount of options for us because there's a lot of things we can't build at the moment because we don't have an ender pearl, and that really sucks. Then once we've done that, we're going to set up some simple auto crafting. Basically, Refined Storage has a bunch of auto crafters that let you automatically craft certain things, and that's going to make getting down Mechanism at least very helpful. Pretty simple. Now we are waiting for night to fall, and also I've had a bit of a weird thing happen. When I updated the game, it's deleted my backpack. Now don't be alarmed, luckily I don't think there was anything of value in it, but this does present a unique opportunity to actually make a really good backpack. So let's see if we can do that. We'll go to gold, put the iron backpack there, boom, a gold backpack. Then that is used to make the diamond one. Oh yeah. Now, the next stage is a bit trickier. We need a smithing template and netherite. So we're not going to get there now, but a diamond backpack at least is pretty juicy. We're also going to make some quality of life upgrades for this backpack as well, because as you guys know, one of the things I'm famous for is never eating any food. Oh wait, an ender pearl. I guess we're not making that. Yeah. Well, when we get the ender pearl, we will make a feeding upgrade, but is there a stack upgrade in here as well? Yeah, there we go, the backpack variant of a stack upgrade, and we'll see if we can make like a diamond tier one. Yeah, we'll go through the motions of getting all of these. There we go, tier 1. This is used to make tier 2. Ooh, blocks of gold. Wow, now this is getting really expensive. Up to gold, and oh my god, yeah. Are we going to go to diamond tier? Of course we are. Bam, good to go. So we can, ooh, and it's nighttime. Perfect timing. So we'll slot the backpack on. Oh my god, something just shot me. Oh my god, something really shot me. Hang on, whoa. Where's our megatorch? Why isn't the megatorch working? The megatorch is right there. What, my dude, what the hell? Oh no, have they nerfed megatorches? There's skeletons everywhere! Oh no, this is a nightmare. Well, we're going to capitalize on this. Oh god, there's also phantoms. And a spider on the roof? So like I said, let's capitalize on this, see if we can find an enderman. We need those ender pearls. Oh man, what horrible luck. I don't see a single enderman spawn here. So I'm going to go to the map. I'm going to make sure I claim all of these chunks to kind of give me a bit of protection against creepers exploding. But now we've claimed them, let's go and get medieval on these dudes. In fact, we could even test out creeper protection. Let's give it a go. Oh yeah, it works. Look at that. No damage whatsoever. Amazing. Now I can go at these guys like crazy with my atomic disassembler. and not worry at all about breaking my stuff with creeper explosions. The diamond armor looks like it's faring quite well against these dudes. Oh, look, there we go, an Enderman. So he sees me now, perfect. Let's get him over here. Oh god, I should have had some toast. There we go. Now all we need is one pearl. Did we get lucky? What the hell is that? What the hell is that? Bam, down for the count. So did we get an ender pearl? Oh my god, yes we did. Okay, no time to lose. Let's have a sleep. Okay, so the mega torch not working is a very serious problem. I'm not quite sure why this has happened. But what is amazing is we can make some covalence dust now and turn this into ender pearls. And this opens up huge amounts of things for us. So we're going to create some high covalence dust. I think the recipe's pretty simple if you've got access to diamonds and coal, which we do. So we'll make a whole bunch of stacks. Oh yeah, look at that. Toss it into the EMC machine, like this. And convert these into ender pearls. Whoa, yeah, this is perfect. Very healthy amount of ender pearls coming out of here. So what are we going to use ender pearls for? Well, number one, the really big thing is we can use an ender pearl to get a remote storage crafting unit. That means we can access our computer no matter where we are. So we're going to start disassembling this computer and moving it over. Bye-bye, phytogenic McJiggy. Get the plastic out of the furnace, dig that one up. Man, even slow mode on the atomic disassembler is insanely quick. Oh no! Whew, okay, oh my god, that was deadly. I almost lost almost everything we gathered in the hard drives. That would have been, oh my god. I just need a second to realize what it almost just did there. That was crazy. Whew. Okay, so a magnet might be useful. That will help us solve that kind of problem. Oh my god, my heart is in my throat. So step one, move the computer to where we want it to be. And we're going to put it up here on the floor that is really thin. Which one was it? Next floor? Yeah, here we go. This is quite a thin floor, not ideal for mechanism multi-block structures, but perfect to put our computer. And we're going to put it along this wall over here because we've got access to these resource tubes that we built before. We can feed cable down there and everything's going to be fine. So let's start putting these down. We need the crafting grid, we need the controller, and we did lose the hard drive disk bay, but we did get the drives themselves, so that's good. Now I made a bit of a rookie move. I didn't get everything I needed out of the computer. I've got a stack of Elite Universal cables, but be very careful. Whenever you move or break your computer, make sure you've got absolutely everything you need out of there so you can set it up again. Otherwise, you're going to be in trouble because you won't be able to hook up your computer again. But I think a stack of cable should be okay. This only needs to go all the way up to the computer floor. And then, yeah, we can poke it through this window like you do. We'll neaten this up and surround it by like polished diorite and stuff later on. But for now, this should work. Bring it over here around the back. We'll plug the cable into the side and wait, what? Oh, right, of course. Now we need some hard drives. So we've got the crafting grid. Oh, God. Oh, no. Losing that hard drive bay is actually real bad. Now, I should still have it over here, the disk drive. So we need quartz enriched iron, and we're going to have to make all of this stuff manually because we don't have access to the things in our hard drives. Oh, this was a big rookie move. And it makes me realize how helpless and powerless I am without a computer. I rely on it so much. Now this shouldn't actually be too bad because all we need to do is go around to our separate machines and get what we need separately. We need some iron ingots, we might need some gold, so we'll grab some of that. We also need quartz, and that's being sieved over here, so we can go and grab that too. This shouldn't actually be too hard. Well, there we go, crafting table on a stick. And let's get this done. Now, I've got to be careful, I do not want to risk it getting to nighttime again. Our mega torch is busted. Don't know why. If you know why, let me know in the comment section because that's really rustling my jimmies right now. Having monsters everywhere is a crazy nightmare. So let me know what you think has gone wrong. So crafting table on a stick. Oh man, what a mistake to make it. And I believe, oh man, our bacon is saved. That's everything we need. Hoo. We dodged the calamity there. That could have been devastating. So we're going to put down the disk drive here. Why not? It's all wait, come on, dude. Why is it not connected? Has this thing got power? The controller has power. Oh, it's got no discs in it, of course. Yeah, so let's plug these in. Where'd I put them? There we go. Whew, okay, and we're back in business. Oh man, mischief managed and disaster narrowly averted. Whew, that could have been a lot worse though, a lot worse. So let's go grab those ender pearls and do some ender pearl crafting. We're also going to move this EMC chest because it doesn't make sense it being in the power plant. And, oh my god, yeah, they fell on the floor. And also, yeah, let's fill in some of these gaps as well with this deep slate that we've got. Here we go. It's not going to look the same. Oh no, it does look the same. Cobble, deep slate, and deep slate looks kind of similar. There we go. No one's falling down that hole again. Let's get up to the computer room. So numero uno, the first, probably most important thing we're going to want to do is make some elevators. They're hands down the best way to get around the factory at the moment. Even though we've got a jetpack, being able to whoosh up and down is going to be real big. So elevator. And it's real simple, it's just ender pearl and white wool. We'll need loads of white wool, but luckily we've got the string. Wait, where's the string? Oh, is the string chest not hooked up? Let's go and find out. Oh no, wait, nothing's hooked up. We haven't actually connected the network cable to the rest of our systems. Well, okay, that's not a problem. We can just swoop up here and make sure this network cable connects up to the rest of our systems. Whoops. And if we can land over here, I think we're good to go. Yeah, and we'll just bring the network cable over here like this and hook it up. Whew, okay. Oh, whoa, hang on a sec. Wow. 76 jetpack fuel. I need to sort that out. Oh man, I'm always running out of jetpack fuel. I need to make a bigger jetpack. Now, some of you guys mentioned that instead of just like using these normal elevator blocks, I could have used a create elevator. And that's a really good idea, but what we're going to do is set up a big old create factory, maybe next to the ore factory over there, and I reckon inside that factory is going to be the perfect place to use a create elevator. But setting up all the machinery over here for create, without having even gone into create yet, might be a bit of a tall order. So for now, these white elevators will do, and now we have access to our string. Oh yeah, we can make as much wool as we're ever going to need. So elevators, let's make a whole bunch of these. We're going to need probably about a stack, at least. Now we're going to theme up these elevator blocks as well, because why not? We've got the dye, we can make these the right color. So I think like a light blue. Cyan, so cyan is the color that we've used in the mechanism lab. It's what color? It's the color of these windows at least, connected cyan stained glass. So I reckon these cyan, am I saying that right? Is it cyan? Cyan elevators are going to be the one for us. And let's start putting these elevators down. Obviously we have to start from the bottom, otherwise we can't get back up or down. And let's do it. So there we go, amazing. All of these floors now have elevators, which means we can swoop up like this and go through all of the levels in our factory super quickly. It's actually quicker than using a jetpack. We'll wait until we get more resources and I'll fill in the other factories with more elevators. We need some over there in the ore factory. And we might need one or two in the power plant. I'm not sure yet. But yeah, elevators, a big step. Now, the big thing we wanted to do with ender pearls also is make these wireless crafting grids. So I've made here a wireless crafting grid and a wireless transmitter. The way these work is if you have the wireless crafting grid, you can use this if you're in range of a wireless transmitter. But I'm not quite sure what the range of these transmitters is. And I think they might also take quite a bit of power to use. So we'll put one here for now. It lights up. There we go. Network not found. So if we shift right click on the controller, or do we just right click? Okay, no, so shift right click on the controller and it locks it to this controller. It doesn't tell you it's done that, but now it's out of energy. Let's go and charge it up. Now, can we use our big old battery? Does this function as a place to charge things? No, it doesn't. So we're going to need to grab our energy cube and hook that up. We're going to need an induction port and plug into our battery. Basically, nothing comes in or out of your big old mechanism batteries Unless you have oh my god. An induction port. Get out of here, scum. And you too, there's a guy hiding over here. Oh, he's hiding in the roses. He's going to be a problem later. Nice try. Nice try, pal. So nothing comes in oh my god. So we need more lights in here as well. Now with the induction matrix, you kind of have to set this to output, I think. Yeah, there we go. Oh god. Come on, dudes. Oh my god. Rain. Can I sleep through this rain? I can. Oh wow. So yeah, the induction ports will only output power if you... Oh god. So the induction ports will only output power if you shift right click on them with the configurator to turn them red. Red is output, green is input. So this battery is at the moment is being filled over there, but it's not actually outputting any power. It's all in, no out. Oh my god. Well, it's a good thing we've got creeper protection on. This is a nightmare. These monsters, oh my god, the mega torch. What do people do without mega torches? Do they just die? So here we go, let's charge up the Curio. Wow, bam, that was quick. So what does this do? If we right click, there's no wireless transmitter in range. So let's go up to our computer floor and test this out. So even here is not in range of a wireless transmitter. In fact, we only get in range when we arrive over here. So the range on these things is really limited. We're going to need loads of these wireless transmitters dotted around the whole place. But that's good to know. Let's take a look at our clipboard. So we have moved the computer and we have found an ender pearl. And yeah, everything's going pretty good. Now, basically what I want to do is get much bigger hard drives. We're kind of running out of space here. We're at 81%. Now, the best way to get hard drives is to use an auto-crafting system. This is going to be really cool, really powerful. So here we go. These are the items we're going to want to use. The crafter, maybe the crafting manager, and maybe the crafting monitor. We'll make all three, plug them in, and see what they do. So the crafting monitor shouldn't be too hard. We'll need patterns. And we're going to need loads of these. Basically, these patterns are how... Oh my god, more quartz enriched iron. Do I have the furnace with me? Let's plug that in up here as well, because I think this area here is going to become my new office. It's a room with a view. Maybe we could build like a balcony here, because that'd be nice. So let's go and grab this furnace and move it back up there. Because yeah, this isn't our office anymore. We've moved out of the power station. Welcome to my office. So we're going to plonk the golden furnace right here. It's quick, it's easy, very simple to use. Plug in the augments. So the crafting monitor, there we go. Pretty simple. Now you can also dye your computer, which is always a pretty cool thing to do. In fact, let's do that now. I've got some cyan dye in here. I feel like cyan is the color of the... Oh, it doesn't make much of a change, does it? Well, it's almost there. It's subtle, but it's there. So now we'll bring the cable around the front of this area like this. We'll neaten this up later so it doesn't look like there's so much exposed cable, but for now, this will do fine. And let's plug this in. So this is the crafting monitor. I guess this monitors your crafting. Not quite sure. I think basically this is like a live image that shows you what's been crafted around your network. So now we have the crafting manager. We're going to put this right next to this over here. And again, I'm not sure what this does, but I'm sure it will become apparent once we have our crafters set up. So we plug in the crafters like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 of these bad boys. Now each one of these has space for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 patterns. Now a pattern is used in a pattern grid, I believe. Okay, and this is where it becomes worthwhile looking into the quests, because we've basically unlocked a whole bunch of stuff. It's time to go into the refined storage quests and work out where we're going with this, because yeah, when you get a little bit lost, the quests are always a great place to continue. So the wireless crafting grid over here, the wireless grid, the wireless fluid grid. Wait, increasing Wi-Fi range. Oh, so there's a way to make your Wi-Fi range further. To increase the range of your wireless connection to your system, you'll need to craft range upgrades. The wireless transmitter can only hold 4 in total. Here's one on the house. Okay, so these aren't too tricky to make. Quartz enriched iron, an upgrade, which is an improved processor and loads more enriched iron, that could be really good. So let's plug in one of those. So this can hold apparently 4 of these, so we'll make 4 upgrades, then turn them into range upgrades. 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect, amazing. Plug this over here behind these crafters, looking pretty good. Now we right click on this, it's got a 16 block range. Each range upgrade only gives you 8 more blocks. Still, 48 blocks isn't too bad. Let's put this through the paces and see how far we can get away from it before we run out of range. So yeah, we're fine over here. Anywhere in this room, we can use the crafting grid, no worries. If we go downstairs though, yeah, we can still do it downstairs. And the next floor, what about the bottom floor? Oh, so the bottom floor is still within range. 48 blocks is actually quite far. And so I think if we have one of those transmitters in every single building, we'll have access to our crafting grid no matter what building we're in. That's good to know. Okay, so these things aren't as dangerous and as deadly as I thought. You can upgrade them quite easily. So next up, we need to make a pattern grid. This grid allows you to imprint recipes onto patterns. So those blank patterns we made before, we can basically put recipes on these to tell the crafters what to craft. It explains exactly what it is here, but it's actually quite a simple process to go through. So we want a pattern grid. There we go. And again, this should be a very easy craft, just a regular grid, which means a construction core. Go through the motions, get all of this stuff crafted, and bam, there we go, the pattern grid. And again, oh, whoa, look at that. Yeah, loads of quests complete. So this is how it works. Basically, you put the recipes into these crafters, then at the computer, you can request an item to be crafted by the crafter. Sounds pretty simple, right? So we'll go over here to the pattern grid. Here we go. Now what we want to do is get some really crazy hard drives. We've got a load of free patterns over here. Wow, yeah, like loads and loads. So we'll put the patterns over here on the right. This is where they kind of go. This is the ammo slot. And let's start putting together some of the basic things we need to make storage parts. So we need basic processors. Put it over here into the crafting grid. Then when we press create, boom, we have a pattern for a raw basic processor. Now we can remove that iron and replace it with gold to make the advanced or the improved as it is. And then if we replace that with diamonds, we can get the advanced one as well. There it is. Yeah, great. So these are 3 very important patterns for getting down refined storage. We're also going to need quartz enriched iron, I reckon, so we'll put some iron there. And where the quartz at? We're running out of quartz. It's not coming through very quickly. But there we go. Quartz enriched iron, also a craft now. And those are 4 no-brainers that we're going to put over here into the crafter. Now when you hold shift, it shows you what the pattern is as an icon in these patterns. Pretty cool. But there we go, 4 locked and loaded. Now we've got those basic ones out of the way, we're going to go and make sure we've got everything we need in an Autocrafter for a 1K storage part. And there we go. And basically you want to just do this for all of the different storage parts as you climb up the scale. In fact, this is taking way too long. Let's dig this thing up and turn this golden furnace into a diamond one. Why not? We can go to diamonds, so we should. This is used with diamonds to make a diamond furnace. There we go. Perfect. What's the stage after diamond? Oh, it's emerald. We can do that as well. Then after emerald, obsidian. Yes, we can do obsidian furnace. Then we go to netherite. And netherite is a little bit outside of our range at the moment, but an obsidian one, that's a pretty good place. Plonk it down here. Oh man, I'm excited to see the speed of this once you put the augments in here. So we want to smelt up, let's say, some Certus quartz dust. Oh my god, yeah, look at the speed. Now it uses way more power than it can actually get. So again, power is a concern we need to address pretty soon, but that's amazing, an obsidian furnace. Very cool, we'll leave that to burn. Maybe it's worth taking out the speed upgrade. Maybe that's gonna help us with the power requirements. Yeah, it's actually quicker without the speed upgrade because we don't have the power to support the speed upgrade yet. We'll get back to that point though down the line. So now when you look over at the crafting manager, check it out. It gives us a visual representation of all of the crafters we have and all of the patterns that are in there. Amazing. Now what I'm curious to find out is, if I request a 64K storage part, does it go through the motions of making all of these bits to create the 1K storage part? It might do, it might not. Let's request a 64K storage part. So if we come over here now to the crafting grid, when we try and craft the 64K storage part, we get an icon that's blue. And the blue, I think, tells us what we don't have, but we do have a pattern recipe to craft. Now, the crafter itself is also relatively slow, and for a cheap price with just chests and iron, you can actually upgrade to an iron crafter that holds more patterns, 27. Wow! So that seems like just a direct upgrade. Let's take the patterns out of here and convert these all into iron crafters, if we can, which we should be able to do. Oh no, wait, even more than this. So it goes from iron crafter to gold crafter to diamond and then netherite crafter. Oh my god, well yeah, we want to do that. We'll make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these. Then we'll use these. Oh, look at that, challenge completed, amazing. Oh wait, okay. So going to a gold crafter, things get a bit spicy now. We'll need a raw neural processor. Oh man, wow, that is an expensive craft. So neural processors, these aren't part of base refined storage, they're part of something else, extra storage, which sounds pretty cool. I guess that's how you get really big hard drives. So now we have 5 gold crafters, and these can hold, wow, each one of these holds 45 patterns. Can we go to diamond tier? You know what, I think we can. It's just neural processors again, and blocks of diamond. We got all of that stuff. So let's go all the way to diamond tier, 5 of those, and each one of these, oh my god. So this holds 63 patterns and has a base speed of 25 times. That's crazy, and I think honestly, these 5 diamond crafters are gonna keep us going for quite some time. Whoa, yeah, look at that. So let's start putting some of these patterns in. In you go. Now here's the big one. Sometimes you're going to want a crafter to use something that has a smelting recipe. For example, the processor units require you to actually smelt the raw processors. This is all getting very complicated, but basically, if you point a crafter at a machine, you can put a recipe inside for a recipe you need a furnace for, like smelting raw processors. It even gives that as an example. As long as the crafter is attached to your system and the furnace has an importer attached to it, the crafter will allow you to request the smelted version of the processor. That's amazing. So what we can do now is put an importer attached to the obsidian furnace. Wait, so it said it has to be touching. There we go. This is pointing forwards. We'll put the furnace in front of it. Man, getting this right could be quite tricky. Now the furnace needs power, so we'll bring the Elite Universal Cable over. Like that. Put the factory augment in here so it can use power. There we go. Now this thing is getting power. And we have the iron crafter attached to it. So we're going to grab those raw processor bindings. These are for making the raw bindings. What if we get a recipe then to make the actual finished binding? So we want to try this first with a basic processor. This is the recipe. Raw basic processor into basic processor. Hello there, future Sjin here. So I'm editing the video and I want to draw your attention to something. You see this number here? I've just told my computer the one raw processor will become 50 cooked processors. This was a very foolish mistake to make. One raw processor will, of course, only become one cooked processor. So what ensues is roughly about an hour of me trying to work out why my computer won't make the recipe correctly. So, in short, don't be like me. Be smart. Tell the computer the one will cook into one. But now let's cut forwards to when I realized my mistake. Okay, so we had some problems. I've done some moving around, but I think I've got it working now. So basically, we had a problem over here with the crafter. These recipes here are set to output 1 for 1. Previously, it was somehow set that one raw advanced processor would become 50. That doesn't make any sense. Anyway, the patterns have been fixed now. This goes into the obsidian furnace that makes sure that the outputs and the inputs are correct. So the back is the input, the crafter, the right is the output, and this is an interface block, which kind of works like an exporter and an importer. So in theory, everything works. We're going to cancel all of those crafts that were messed up, and let's try this one more time. So we want to make a 64K storage part. Hold Control, press on the plus, and we get the crafting preview. Okay, excellent. So it wants to craft 33 basic processors. It's got 3 available. Let's press start. Here we go. Oh my god, it's working! Right, so we can monitor this in the crafting monitor. 77%, 70, is it going to go up? 80%, 82, so it is working. Oh my god, the system works. And we can probably maybe set this to split. There we go, that's much quicker. And, oh, here we go, 95%, 97%, boom, it's complete. Now, we should have a few of these in the computer, so if we go over to... There we go, so we've got 3 16Ks and now 2 64 storage K parts. Now, if we get a third 64K storage part, we can make the next big drive. Got all the materials, it looks like nothing is unavailable. Press start. Here we go, 82%. Is it going up? What's happening over here? Wait, something messed up. No, it's working, excellent. So 91%, 92%, 94%. Everything's been smelted in the furnace, and the craft is complete. This is used to make a 256K storage part. Boom! Oh man, this is going to be a legendary drive. We use this with storage housing, which is a very simple craft indeed. And, oh my god, whoa, look at that, look at all those quests complete. Boom, a 250K storage disk. Amazing, and look at that capacity, only 18% full. So using Autocraft, that's what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over here, add all of the respective things we need to get the biggest drive possible. And as you can see here, the storage parts go up pretty big. 256K, 1000K, 4000K, whoa, all the way up until you get the biggest one, which is, I guess, what's the biggest one? Yeah, the 16,000K storage part. I think that translates to 1 billion? Is that a billion or 16 million? I don't know, but that's a big drive. Now, as I said, I had to plug in this Elite Energy Cube from downstairs because we're having serious power problems. So I think next episode, what we're going to do is, before we go further down Mechanism, we're going to address some of the things going on in our thermal power plant. We need way more upgrades in there. Need to get our power situation up and running because we've got all the materials now. We can definitely upgrade our thermal generators. But a massive thank you for watching. It was a bit of a tricky one this episode. Very technical, but we got Autocrafting from Refined Storage in the bag. It's quite complicated. Sometimes it messes up, and when it does, you need to know what's going on there. But we fixed it now, and we have the means to get Autocrafting set up. Once you have the Autocrafter set up, you can also ask it to send certain things to machines when they need them. That's going to be really useful, especially around our Mechanism lab. So a massive thank you for watching this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any tips, tricks, or advice, I know we should probably go to an AE2 system, an Applied Energistics 2 computer, but Refined Storage has its charms. It's also much easier, much more accessible. Like I said, next episode we're going to tackle our power problem. We should be able to get a lot more power out of our thermal plant. Eventually, we will be going to a nuclear generator, which is going to make all of our power problems evaporate. But for now, it's good to have some passive power for an emergency in case the nuclear reactor, I don't know, explodes. So again, a massive thank you for watching, and until next time, my dudes, take care.